Hi, good afternoon, everyone. May I see Sean Tucker?
Good afternoon, sir. Jason Weiss on behalf of Sean Tucker. Thank you very much for resetting it for this morning.
No problem, Mr. Weiss. Sir, your client, Mr. Tucker. Mr. Tucker, you have the right to remain silent today, but if you give up that right, whatever you say can and will be used against you. Everything is being recorded. You're being represented by Mr. Weiss. You don't need to say anything. Allow him to speak on your behalf. Do you understand what I've explained? Could somebody turn that mic on for me over there? There you go. Press it again.
There you go. I understand.
Okay, good. Now, Mr. Weiss, your client's been charged with burglary of a dwelling, voyeurism, and loitering or prowling. Do you have any? Have you been able to read any of the reports?
I did read it just this afternoon when I came in.
Do you have any comment about probable cause at this time?
Not at this time.
Okay, so the court's going to find probable cause. State, are there priors on this gentleman?
Your Honor, he has a pending tampering with evidence and misdemeanor possession of marijuana, or possession of marijuana under 20 grams. That's in front of Judge Porth. And I provided you with the paperwork. He was arrested a few months ago for burglary of an occupied dwelling. That was declined because the victim, his neighbors, they chose to waive prosecution, Your Honor.
So he's got an open case of tampering?
Yes.
And possession of
Yes, that was the case he was before Judge Porth on this morning.
Okay. What's the case on that?
14-8588 CF10A.
What was the date of the arrest on that? It predates
Oh, yeah, no, it's a 2014 case.
So, now, are you representing Mr. Tucker on that case in front of Judge Porth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so now, Steve, does he have any convictions in the past?
No, Your Honor, those are his. That is his record. What I provided. Really, Judge, the concern, and without going, and I'm not intending to go into great detail. The report on these new charges, and the reports I provide to you really speak for themselves. Really, obviously, my concern, Your Honor, at this point, is for the women in Mr. Tucker's neighborhood, but also I've got a really great concern for Mr. Tucker's safety himself. If this continues, I think he's possibly putting his own safety and well-being in jeopardy from members of his neighborhood. I mean, from what I've read, it would appear that his neighbors showed great restraint in just waiting for the police to show up yesterday. I'm not saying I would excuse vigilante behavior, but I could understand it under these circumstances also that it could reach to that level.
Okay, you have some people here. Do you want them?
Your Honor, these, if you'd like to hear, these are a couple of detectives that have investigated this matter. They're just really here more of just, they have an interest since they've investigated these matters. And if the court has any questions, I'm sure they would not oppose answering.
I don't know if there's anything more you can add. Basically, it's in the reports.
Newbie.
Okay, so
What's your name, sir?
I know we have his dad here, right?
Go
Yes,
back to
sir.
your seat.
Is
Let
there
him
anything
get
you
back
want to
in
say,
here.
sir? Do you want to? No?
I mean,
He's
Yeah.
leaving it to me, and when it's appropriate, I can explain to you kind of what we're doing and what's going on, Your Honor.
Slide over.
All
Let him to go back to that
right.
seat
I
he
was
in.
not in front of Judge Porth this morning. It
Yeah.
wasn't my plan or knowledge to be in Broward County this morning. But I spoke to Judge Porth over the phone for the hearing, and Sean's father was present. My understanding from what happened today is that Sean was placed in the drug dorm for the next 30 days in the drug court case for him to receive some treatment there. We this morning have contacted and are retaining a forensic psychologist who is going to evaluate him in custody. I don't have any specific request or argument for bond today for the court. It is our interest to have Sean evaluated and see what is going on with him so we can better inform the prosecutor, the court, the neighborhood, the detectives, and everybody with an interest in what's going on, because I've known Sean for 2 years. I've represented him since the beginning of these issues. I know him to be a polite, nice young man, and obviously there's something very serious going on that is causing us to keep coming to court, and we're trying to get to the bottom of that.
and and as far as the bond amount, I'll leave that to the court's discretion. I was going to be, and I know you just mentioned a pretrial release. We were going to be asking for a pretrial $5,000 release for GPS, but we were going to be asking for a level 1 at this point in time, just in an abundance of caution, Your Honor. And also, obviously, my understanding is drug evaluation, drug testing is part of. Well, it's part of pre-trial, but it would be part of his other case anyway, since he's in drug court. Your Honor, based on the allegations in this case, the allegations in the from the other arrest, which I think the court can take even with has even more weight, considering that yes, the charges were dropped, but they weren't dropped from a lack of evidence or any legal issues with the case, but rather a neighbor basically feeling not wanting to prosecute another neighbor. And additionally, as those reports mentioned, that this is more than just 2 incidents, Your Honor. I'm going to be asking on count 1 for a $50,000 bond, and on count 2 a $25,000 bond.
Okay. Mr. Weiss, what do you say about bond and release conditions?
Michael Frank.
Your Honor, at this point, it's not our intention to post a bond until he has had an opportunity to be evaluated. I would reserve any arguments for bond down the road once I have that evaluation to share with the prosecutors as to what may be appropriate. For today, I know that he is legally entitled to bond, and I would just leave that amount in the court's discretion.
This court is concerned this is ongoing criminal activity, which seems that it's well documented. And the court does believe that he does represent a danger to the, at least the Parkland community. And based on that, the court will set his bond at $50,000 on 1, $25,000 on 2, and $5,000 on 3. So the bond is going to be $80,000. He'll have pre-trial release, GPS monitor. That'll be a level 1. That'll be house arrest. Now, let me ask you, Mr. Wendell, did Judge take any action on that?
Frankly, I don't know. And I have no reason to doubt counsel. If he was when you said the drug door, was that in the jail?
Yes.
If he was, Your Honor, if he was ordered into the jail, then essentially that's the equivalent of a revocation, Your Honor.
The court will order, though, that this defendant have no contact with anyone in the Zaukas family, Z-A-U-K-A-S. No contact directly or indirectly. Must take 500 feet from anyone in the family out in Parkland, from their residence, and I think that's it.
So, Your Honor, just so for record, are you keeping the bond revocation, or are you just going to leave that to Judge Port?
I'm going to leave it to Judge.
Okay.
So I think that's a pretty fair resolution today.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, if I can accept
He left already.
Come on up. Right
He'll be
there.
back.
And the suspect live within 500 feet from each other. They're actually across the street, so that's going to be a problem.
100 feet?
Well, yeah, I mean,
That'll
considering based on the level 1, he's really not allowed to go past his front yard.
Yeah, he's not allowed to go out of the house.
Out of the house. That's,
So
we're good with that.
that's a moot issue at
point.
this point, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I
Thank you.
appreciate it again.
Take care. Mr. Tucker, sorry we had to meet. Okay. Let's see Richard Crump, page 2.
I think he bonded, Judge.
Did he bond? Got it. Okay.
Is she here?
How about Jerry Dunbar?
He's at the main jail,
Dunbar?
Judge.
Russ Newby?
He's also at the main jail.
Mr. Linder recognizes it. He says nobody's back.
Dunbar?
Mr. Linder
They're on the
recognizes
PM docket.
Yes, sir.
Dunbar's on page 6 and Newby's on page
You're here
7.
for possessing controlled substance. Let me ask you, Dunbar, are you employed?
Part-time, sir.
What type of work is that?
Recycling?
Do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir.
Can you afford to hire an attorney yourself?
No, sir.
Would you like me to appoint a public defender, a special public defender to help you out today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint Mr. McLawrence. Mr. McLawrence, this looks like marijuana, and if you'd like to plead no contest, I'll give him a withheld adjudication.
I discussed that with him. He said he'd appreciate that, Judge.
Okay, so, Mr. Dunbar, plead no contest, withhold adjudication, and your case is over with. You'll be out of jail today. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
Yeah, withhold adjudication. Good luck.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Russ Newby, how you doing, sir?
Hi, boss.
Sir,
way,
trespassing
sir.
behind a
Middle
gas
of,
station. I already know, Mr. Newby, you don't have any money. Do you want me to give you a special public defender today to represent you?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to appoint Mr. McLawrence to represent you, Mr. McLawrence. Mr. Newby, you know, he was in here
Go
last
outside,
week.
sir. You're
He's
finished.
in here about every other week. So if he wants to plead no contest, we'll work it out today.
Well, Judge, I spoke to Mr. Newby. He's currently in detox right now.
Right.
He wanted to know if the court would allow him to stay in custody maybe for another week till he gets healthy again before releasing him.
I'm going to set his bond at $100. I'm going to set his case for today's what, Wednesday?
Yes, Judge. Today's Tuesday.
Tuesday? So I'll reset this case for next Tuesday in the afternoon. How's that?
That's fine, Judge.
Whatever next Tuesday is. Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Newby. Okay, now, let me just call up Mr. Get rid of the municipal ordinance cases here. Do you have one here today, Mr.
Judge, I think the only one that was on that I saw was George Smith.
Who is it?
George Smith, hopefully not the former coach of St. Thomas Aquinas High School. It's an open container from Hollywood.
Excuse me?
It's an open container from Hollywood.
We have George Smith over there.
George Smith?
I didn't see it.
I don't know, I just got received it from your JA.
No.
No?
No? You know what? We don't have it.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me look, just make sure. No, don't have it. Sorry
no
about that.
problem.
Okay?
That's okay. Take care, Judge.
Take care. All right, Mr. Grant, are you ready to go?
Yes, Judge.
Oh, did you?
Good afternoon, Judge. May it please the court. I have Travis Butler doing grant in his behalf. Travis.
Travis Butler, come forward.
Your Honor,
Clean jail.
this was a perfection from yesterday. Judge Secor wanted more detail. I provided the incident investigation report from Deputy Myers. Yeah, it's right over here. Do you have?
Somebody, who are you gonna call?
Oh, okay. So what was the issue? Burglary of a dwelling?
He felt it was just missing detail regarding the elements.
Still missing details.
I'm sorry.
Still missing details. Means
Even so, Your Honor, I believe there's enough details added that there's probable cause.
There's not even a basic element that was without the consent of the alleged victim. I mean, that's pretty much basic.
no indication by reading this report that he entered with an intent to commit a crime.
Okay, let me just read the supplemental. I agree with you on the initial report. Let me see what the supplemental.
Are you all right? Do I have a watch on?
It's the clocks. Okay. And do you have family here?
Okay, so that's what we have him with bolt cutters in a house. The neighbor called the police. The neighbor didn't recognize him. He goes in the neighbor's house, backs a car up, lifts the hatchback, has bolt cutters. When the police get to the door, he backpedals and hides in a room. They find a door that's been pried open. They have bolt cutters there, and they find copper tubing in the back of his car.
Well, the bolt cutters that were found on the ground, Judge.
Right.
Well, there's no indication that he put it there. This neighbor didn't make any statement that she saw him with a bolt cutter. None of that happened. But critical, Judge, in every burglary, it has to, you read the statute, has to be without the consent of the victim. It doesn't state that here.
Well, that I agree that in trial, I would agree you'd have to have that element. But at first appearance, I don't know, we could have a situation where someone's caught in a neighbor's house, neighbors are out of town, or the homeowner's out of town, the neighbor sees strangers going to the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, they're all dressed with black, things over their heads with little eyes cut out, and they all have flashlights, and they're in the house. Well, the neighbors call the police come and arrest the people, and they've got pillowcases with jewelry in them over their shoulder. Now, granted, the homeowner's on vacation on a cruise, and nobody can call the homeowner and say, did you give these people permission to wear the stockings over your head and put the jewelry and the things over their shoulders at night with flashlights? But would it be reasonable to assume that they were there without permission?
And Judge, I appreciate your hypothetical, but
Right.
your hypothetical is far up top compared to the circumstances of this particular case. Didn't find any gloves on him, didn't find any jewelry, didn't find anything belonging to the house on him. This bolt cutter, for all we know, it was placed there by the owners of this particular. There's nothing there. There's no evidence there to establish that he entered this particular residence with the intent to commit a crime. That's their job. It's not for us to speculate and say, hey, it's Thanksgiving, they might have gone out of town. No, the law doesn't make any leniency for that. The court has to find, based on the four corners of this probable cause affidavit, that this man committed a burglary pursuant, or probable cause for a burglary pursuant to Florida statute, and it falls short.
Your Honor, I would argue the court also doesn't have to look at each individual piece of evidence in a vacuum. The court is allowed to look at the totality of the circumstances for the state to satisfy a probable cause standard, which is a very low standard, a standard of probability, not beyond a reasonable doubt, Your Honor. And what we have here is a neighbor sees someone, doesn't recognize, going into the home with a car backed into the residence. A bolt cutter found there. Damage done to the door. There's evidence of point of entry, Your Honor. And additionally, his behavior when police arrive is not that of someone that is in a residence they're supposed to be in at 2 a.m. He shows a consciousness of guilt, hiding for law enforcement upon their arrival at the scene, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm going to, based on the totality of the circumstances, the court's going to find probable cause. What, does the defendant have a criminal record?
Right now, he's out on a case, 2 counts of possession of cocaine with intent to distribute, 1 count of possession of marijuana under 20 grams.
Are you representing him on this?
I might be, but not as yet.
2003, possession of cocaine. 2001, possession of cocaine. A year in a day state prison. Unlawful use of false name ID 01. 99, Bat Leo, resisting with violence, depriving an officer of a weapon or communications device. Possession of cocaine, possession of marijuana with intent to sell. 97, traffic, fleeing, and eluding. End of record.
Okay, what do you suggest for a bond? Court, let me ask you, does he work? Are you related?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
The one on the
I
left.
said his bond on count, the burglary, I'm gonna set the burglary on count 1 at $3,500, count 2, 1,000, all right?
Okay, Judge.
Thank
Your Honor,
you.
no
Thank you.
return?
Yeah, don't return to that address, sir, all right? Thank
Okay,
you.
Judge. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. There you go.
Okay, may I see Bonnie Grant?
Could you do me a favor?
Bonnie Grant?
North Broward.
Okay, Miss Bonnie Grant? Count 1, drug paraphernalia, count 2, you have a misdemeanor. Ma'am, you're wanted for license suspended. Count 1, yes ma'am, what can I do for you?
I plead. I plead.
You plead what?
I need a lawyer.
Okay, do you have any money in the bank, ma'am?
No, I do not.
Are you
Nothing.
currently,
Neither does my father. I'm homeless. So is my father.
Are
My
you-
mother lives in.
do you have any financial means to hire an attorney?
I have no heart because I have no friends and no family with money at all.
Okay. All right, well, do you still, hey, when was the last time you lived on 56th Terrace in Margate?
That was a while ago.
Okay. I'm gonna appoint the public defender to represent you, all right, ma'am?
All
So,
right.
Petey's appointed, count 1 is,
I
What?
thought I was the last to find out about Flock.
I know, count 1's 100, count 2 is 500. Thank you, ma'am.
Go back to the cell.
I see Sabrina King. Oh. Yeah,
Go back to the cell.
Sabrina King.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Ms. King, possession of cocaine, cannabis, and paraphernalia. Quick finds probable cause. Do we have any criminal record on Miss Sabrina King? Ms. King, how long have you lived down here in Pompano?
All my life.
And are you currently employed?
Yes.
What type of work is that, Ms. King?
Telecommunications is a phone sales.
I understand. Do you have children?
No.
Okay. You have family down here?
Yes.
Okay.
Got a 2008 petty theft, 2007 felony, 2007 grand theft, and the prior, Your Honor.
Got it. Okay. Ma'am, do you have anywhere to go when you get out of jail? Anywhere to live? Where are you gonna live? Who are you gonna live with?
I can go to my mom's house or my aunt.
Did you clear pretrial? I'm gonna put PTR pending. All right. So, ma'am, somebody's gonna come talk to you, and they're gonna try to verify your address. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Elia Blakely.
At the North Broward Jail, I spoke with her whenever the court's ready.
Go ahead.
Judge, she grew up in Deerfield Beach. She's been residing in Pompano Beach with her mom. She's currently not working. Her significant other is a construction worker. She does have a family with a kid. She's grown up down here. She doesn't own any property, nor does she have any money in the bank. I would ask for a medication and mental health screen. However, I would ask the court to release her, a pretrial release to her, so she can stay with her mom.
Okay, does she have any criminal record?
Your Honor, 'cause it's a reset, I don't have anything.
No?
You have anything, please, sorry. Lately? Yes.
Ms. Blakely, I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance, ma'am. Thank you. How about Ricardo Bawal? Yeah. Ricardo Bawal? Sir, petty theft on 1, you have a warrant on count 2 for theft, and that's for not showing up in court. I'm gonna set your bond on count 1 at $250, count 2 at $250, and don't return to Walmart. Thank you. How about Gainsley St. Fleur?
Recall.
Can we recall him, please, Judge?
Judge, I know Mr. St. Fleur. I'm going to ask the court to do a mental health screen.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, George Mueller?
Judge, President, the Maine, we're going to need a German interpreter for Mr. Mueller.
Where do we get your...
Same way you get it anywhere, yes.
Sure.
And, Your Honor, after we want to call Floyd Matern after this case.
Hold on. We can't get a German interpreter. You know where I could call?
Judge, please. Can't do it. We shouldn't have done it that time. It's not too late. No, Judge can't.
Sure. Tomorrow morning? German.
There you go. Good. Perfect.
All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to reset Mr. Mueller for, I don't know if anybody can get any German over to him to tell him he's reset for tomorrow morning.
He understands enough of that, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow morning. Okay, what about Daniel Mira? So you want to go on maternity?
We'll do it after this case, Judge.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Maine jail.
Sir, 5 counts of theft, 1 count of resisting arrest, and the court finds probable cause. Do we have any priors on Mr. Mira?
So just, the judge hasn't. One moment, Your Honor. Patrice, did you have any priors?
I have here.
Okay, thank you.
Tom Beach, he was arrested on November 17th for burglary, unoccupied structure.
Basically.
Still looks, it says it's still open.
Okay. Anything else? All right. Mr. Miller, anything you'd like to say on behalf of this defendant?
Judge, Mr. Mira is a 19-year resident of South Florida. with strong family ties. He's a junior at Florida Atlantic University. No money in the bank or real estate. He is a registered voter. He'll be asking his family to bond him out.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Mira, right now you have an open burglary in West Palm from November 17th of this year, and now you allegedly stole from a place called Western Beef, beer and food, and then allegedly they realized when they searched you, you had someone's AT&T ID badge, driver's license, MasterCard, someone else's purse, passport, a dash cam DVR, and the people who came by and picked it up, they all said their property had been stolen from them. So you have something going on, a burglary in West Palm and now in Broward. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say your bond does look like ongoing criminal activity, and it looks like it's gone from West Palm to Broward. I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at 1,000, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at 1,000 each. Count 6. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Your total bonded is $5,000, sir. You can bond out. Thank you. Don't go back to Western Beef. There you go. How about Floyd Matern?
Oh, there's nothing simple about me this time. All right.
Judge.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Floyd Matern? Is that Mr. Matern right here?
No, sir.
No, that's not.
Floyd Matern? No.
Floyd Matern.
It's reset from this morning.
It's a reset for Nan docket. Floyd Matern.
Have a seat.
Hold on a second.
You're very knowledgeable. Don't say they can't. They hear him say.
I didn't say that. I said we can't bond out anyway. I said
No, I know they're there. But the issue is, I got. I'm guessing he was not brought. I don't know. Are they looking into finding where he is?
You know what? I'll just.
I'll locate him.
Okay.
You'll put him on the
Sure. Okay. May I see Michael Frank?
Sorry about that.
Bond.
He bonded. Soraya Moroccan?
Main jail, decline PD.
Patrice.
Sir, DUI with an enhanced breath reading of .181 and reckless driving. See, do we have any record on Mr. Moroccan?
One moment, Judge.
Reading if you see him, what?
Yes, he'll keep your bond.
Go ahead, States. Does he have any criminal record?
2013, resisting without violence. 2013, battery.
Mr. Miller, anything you want to say?
Judge, Mr. American has declined the PD.
Right. Mr. Moroccan, are you currently employed?
Are you working?
Yes.
What type of work do you do, sir?
Massage therapist.
Your what?
Manager in spa.
Manager?
Spa manager.
The spa?
Spa, yeah.
How long have you lived here in South Florida?
Okay.
How long have you lived here?
7.5 years.
Do you have family here?
Do you have the case? It's on.
Do you have
Family?
The
family?
case. It's,
I have girlfriend. I have
I can
daughter.
notify the ASA to get
Okay.
a little later.
I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at 500, 2 at 1,000. Your total bond today is $1,500. Now,
All right, cool.
so when you get out of jail, you have 10 days to go to the driver's license office to get a new driver's license. Do you understand?
Let me ask you something.
Not too much. Now I have driver license or no?
No.
After 10 days?
They're going to suspend it because of this arrest. You have 10 days
Yes.
to go get another driver's license, all right?
Yes.
I want to bring
Okay,
it
do you
up that
understand?
We don't have an identification issue. Okay.
Okay.
So
On the
we
back
should-
of your
we should
ticket.
mention that.
Yeah.
Okay. Turn the ticket over when they give it to you, when you check out.
Mm-hmm.
There's an address you have to go to get a temporary license. They're going to take away your driver's license.
Okay.
You can get a temporary driving license, but you have to go to that address within 10 days.
Okay.
There's no extension. There's no waiver.
Driver license. I get it before 40, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to go get a new one now.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, Peter
Okay, you're done.
Peter Utiri,
That's it.
Bonded.
Bonded, Judge.
Heyman Owens,
That way.
They podium?
Copy, Your Honor. Owens is in courtroom 4810.
okay, I'm going to find probable cause 750, 100.
Ario?
Kelly Benson,
Decline PD.
Kelly
Hey, dear,
Benson, 2 burglary of a conveyance, possession of stolen property, and resisting arrest. One of them actually should be burnt dwelling, but go ahead, Steve.
He had a loitering and prowling declined in August. That's all I see as far as Broward.
Okay. Sir, are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
What type of work do you do?
I'm an electrician. Kelly Benson Electric, full time.
Okay, are you a licensed electrician?
Yes, sir. And I also work at the Diplomat Pool and Spa as a pool boy.
Okay, do you have any money in the bank?
Yes,
How much do you think you have?
enough to bond me out.
Well, okay, and do you have family down here in South Florida?
Yes, my whole family lives down here.
Okay.
I was born and raised down here. I'm a 19-year-old. I went to high school at a 4.0 GPA. I go to FAU, 3.5 GPA. I was a football star in high school. I played quarterback.
Where'd you go to high school?
Monsignor Edward Pace.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
I was a starting quarterback.
Really?
First team all day.
Really?
And second team all state. Yes, sir.
Wow, not bad. All right, well, I'm not gonna. Okay, sir, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set your bond on count 1 at 1,000, 2 at 1,000, 3 at 1,000, and count 4. I'm gonna release your ROR. You may want to go hire an attorney as soon as you get out of jail. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take care.
So how much? How much?
$3,000. All right?
Thank you very much, sir.
That way, that way, that way. Go down the middle, outside, have a seat.
Hey, Antonio Smith,
Detail judge. Yes, sir.
possession of cocaine, court finds probable cause. Do we have any priors on Mr. Antonio Smith? Mr. Smith, we've been told a bond's being posted for you right now, right? Thank you.
Excellent.
Yep.
Thank you. Good luck. Somebody posted your bond.
All right.
That fellow you
What
want
about
to
Floyd?
judge.
They have Matern. I see him.
Matter.
Matern?
Come on up. Huh?
Yes, Judge. Back, one more.
Okay, Floyd
Have some quarterbacks
Matern,
are in this country.
aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, burglary with a battery, and violating an injunction. So,
Your Honor, I have the state is seeking to have Mr. Matern held no bond on count 2. Detective Bobrun is present, Your Honor, to provide some more information to, I believe, satisfy proof evident or
it
presumption.
may be better that you're over at that.
Your Honor.
What?
Can we get sidebar?
Yeah. Okay, detective, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, now you put your hand down. Tell us your name
Detective Fulcrum,
and who are you employed by?
Fire Sheriff's Office.
Okay, did you have an opportunity to investigate the case of Floyd Matern regarding an incident which occurred in Pompano on November 29, 2015?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, state.
All right, and as far as your investigation, what did that entail?
As far as the investigation, I charged Matern with the 3 charges because on Sunday the 29th, we actually placed him in custody yesterday, but the incident occurred on Sunday night. He unlawfully entered the victim's home with a knife, threatened the victim with a knife, insinuated several times that someone was going to die in the house.
Did you speak to the victim personally?
I spoke to both victims.
Both victims, you spoke to John Jordan and Deborah McCall?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, just so I want to clarify, Mr. Jordan was in the home, correct?
Yes.
And Ms. McCall was not in the home at the time?
No, she was not at home
Now-
at the time.
Now, I want to go back, just step back from one. So, what information did you obtain from Mr. Jordan?
Mr. Jordan went over to the house. He was smoking a cigarette, went back in the house, shut the door, did not lock the door. 2 minutes later, Matern unlawfully came inside the house while he was sitting on a wheelchair and started striking him several times in the face and pulled out a knife and threatened him, put the knife to his face, his torso, poked him a few times with the knife, kind of trying to stab him.
Right.
But they were tussling, so he didn't puncture him all the way through.
Right.
So while he attempted to drag Jordan outside the house, unfortunately for Matern, he tripped over something where Jordan turned around and grabbed the knife and told him to get out of there, so he fled the scene.
And based on the statement you took from Mr. Jordan, does Mr. Jordan personally know Floyd Matern?
Yes, they're familiar with each other.
How familiar is?
Both of them advised that they knew each other for years, and they were friends.
And okay, now I want to move over to the statement you took from Ms. Deborah McCall. Okay, she advised you she has a injunction order of protection against Mr. Matern?
Yes, she does.
Okay, did she advise you? Did she ever invite Mr. Matern into her home?
No. No, she said she didn't invite him. She doesn't want him over there. He was just recently arrested for violation of the injunction. She didn't give him keys. He's not supposed to be there.
And did she inform me whether or not she has received any threats recently from Mr. Matern?
Yeah, she's received several.
And what were the
threats.
nature of those threats?
Texts, calls. That was the whole reason she was not at the house that day. She went to a motel with her kids and her grandchildren, and asked Mr. Jordan to walk her dog.
And I just want to make it clear for the court, could you tell the judge what the substance of those threats were?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill. I guess he's assuming that Mr. Jordan's her boyfriend. I'm gonna kill everyone in the house. You're very hostile. Cussed her out. Called her names. Cunt. You nasty bee. And most of his threats on her phone, she still has them, is he's gonna kill her.
And she identified the text as coming from his phone number?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I just want to make it clear, based on the statement you took from Mr. Jordan, at no point did Mr. Jordan invite or give Mr. Matern permission to enter into the home, did he?
No. No, sir.
Did you ever determine whether Matern lived in that home or had any key to the home or anything like that?
No, I did. I know he's not supposed to be at the home based on several calls. We've been out to the house deputies in the area. He's not supposed to be at the home.
Well, give me the next.
Judge, that's a non-responsive answer, Judge.
Give me the connection between going out to the home and him knowing he's not supposed to be there. Go ahead. I mean, have they gone out there and said, Matern, you're not allowed to be there? I mean, is that what you're trying to say?
Well, Your Honor, if I may,
Go ahead.
if the court would take judicial notice, he was served with an injunction that he's not allowed to go to this residence, according to Odyssey, on January 22nd of this year. And it's that residence.
That address?
Yes.
Okay. But tell me more about, you've gone out to the residence in the
Well,
past?
not myself, sir. Just patrol deputies in the area. There's been several calls at that address. Reference Deborah, Miss McCall, calling because he's there on her property without permission, and she wants him off the property.
And Your Honor, I think the court can take judicial notice of this also, that just for knowledge purposes, that Mr. Matern was convicted September 1st of this year for violating the same injunction when he went to the same residence, sitting in the on the porch, Your Honor.
Got it. Let me ask
Now,
you.
Your Honor, I just have one. Did you also have a chance to speak with Mr. Matern?
Yes.
And you read him his Miranda rights?
Yes.
And what, if any, admissions did Mr. Matern make?
Post Miranda, Mr. Matern, he places himself inside the house. He stated that he went over to confront them. He went over to confront them, and I explained to Mr. Matern, you had no right inside the house. He's basically saying there was a confrontation there. That's all he's admitting to. But he also admitted that if he had a chance to do it again, he would, because as law enforcement officers, we're not doing our jobs, and he's going to take the law into his own hands.
Okay. All right.
Judge.
Go ahead, sir.
You asked a question and you never got an answer to it. I was wondering if the court could ask the witness again whether he ever had the right to live at that house.
Well, I'll ask it, but I found out other information subsequent to that about the injunction and everything. But I'll ask it. It may be a moot issue.
No, I want you to sit right there so I can see you.
If the injunction is subsequent to his.
No, you done been out of my courtroom 3 times already, so have a seat right there.
Did he ever live there, as far as we know, or?
You out there 10 minutes at a time. At the same time,
Did he ever reside at that home?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
From what I've
in the past?
From what I've gotten from the victim, Miss McCall, yes. But at this time, he's not allowed to be at the home.
Right, because there's a restraining order. So.
Yes.
Okay. Anything? Any argument on behalf of the defense?
Judge, we've kind of gone through this. I'm not in the position to make any arguments at this time.
Got it. The court will find proof evident presumption greatest to count 2, based on not only the facts contained within the affidavit, but from the testimony from the detective, and this court needs to set a bond on count 1 and 3.
Your Honor, on count 1, first off, our offices had contact with both victims. They are both fearful for their lives, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Matern's record includes one, as I stated earlier. He has a pending drug case right now. He was arrested over beginning of October. A filing decision has not been made. He was convicted of violating the same injunction September 1st of this year. 2003, he was convicted of 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 1 count of armed burglary of a dwelling. He was sentenced to 10 years state prison as a habitual offender and PRR offender. In 1997, he was convicted of aggravated assault on a victim over the age of 65, aggravated assault with a firearm, and battery. He violated his probation and was sentenced to 59 months state prison. 1998, he was convicted of battery. 1995, tampering with evidence, possession of marijuana, possession of cocaine, 92, Your Honor. Based on, Your Honor, this is not the first time he's violated this injunction. The level of violence in his past, the level of violence alleged in this case, and based on the sworn testimony from Detective Beaubrun, that Mr. Matern has said, if given the opportunity, he will go right back to that house again, Your Honor.
Right.
I think a significant bond and
Any
a
comment
GPS
about
monitor
the
is needed.
defendant's ability to post bond, Mr. Miller?
Judge, it seems kind of academic at this point. You're going to hold him no bond.
Do you have any comment about his ability to post bond?
Judge, we're going to stand mute.
Okay.
Mute.
I will set his bond on count 1 at $50,000. I'm going to set count 3 at $50,000. Order he has no direct or indirect. I'll put pretrial release GPS level 1 if he makes bond eventually. Withhold level 1. And then what I'll do is, it's based on his criminal record, the facts of the case. I'm going to order he has no contact with John Jordan, Deborah McCall, directly or indirectly. Thank you. Stays 500 feet from both of them where they live, work,
you ever
or school,
needed to do
anywhere
that,
between.
thank
Not
you.
allowed to possess guns or weapons while he's on.
Wait,
What can I do for you? Which case
Don't
are you here
forget
on?
the.
Gregory Jean? Gregory Jean, page 3.
Copy, Your Honor.
Afternoon docket.
Yeah, Your Honor, it's a 30-day.
Right.
It's issues with the drug lab. We have not filed an information, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Gregory Jean, you have people here in court for you, I believe.
Mom, mother-in-law.
Okay, who do we have here? Stand right up here. Does everybody speak English?
Yes, of course.
Ma'am, what is your name?
Elliot,
How do you know Mr. Gregory Jean?
that's my son.
Your son, okay, what's your name?
My name is Rosadora. That's my son-in-law.
Son-in-law, and what's your name, ma'am?
Rochelle,
How do you know Mr. Gregory Jean?
my brother-in-law.
Okay, and what's your name?
Jamicia,
How do you know Gregory Jean?
girlfriend.
Girlfriend? All right. Well, I'm gonna look, Miss.
Oh.
Is he being held on something else?
Oh my God, he lost so much. That's not funny. Look serious, so the judge could take us serious. Don't do that. Put it in your pocket.
Your Honor, can we approach?
I gotta talk.
Well.
Stay right there, Mr. Jean, Gregory Jean, stay there. We'll be back with you, okay? Just stay right there. May I see Bradford Weitzel?
Medical reset. Let me see.
You know, I'm going to pass it right through. Let it go to the division, 7501, no bond. How about Brushad Goodrum?
Hey, JC, it's Eric.
President of the main jail, decline PD.
Violation of probation, no bond. You'll see your judge on the 8th of December.
Culver.
Thank you. May I see Christopher Culver, Vincent Dador, and Jared Dawson?
Culver's the main jail judge.
Culver.
We'll be looking for pre-trial on this.
Possession of cannabis, hydrocodone, and paraphernalia. Court finds probable cause. Do we have any priors on this gentleman? Sir, how long have you been in Broward County?
Judge, Mr. Culver's been here for about 6 months. He came down here on a home remodeling job. He does have family in South Florida who will be asking to bond him out. Currently has no money in the bank or real estate. We're asking the court to consider pretrial or ROR.
He's on pretrial in Manatee? For what? For a drug charge up there? Sir, do you have a current address here in Broward County? Sir, do you have a current address in Broward?
Apparently not.
Okay, I'm gonna let you bond out, sir. Count two's 1,000. Thank you. How about Vincent Dator? Sir, your bond has been posted, Mr. Dator. You'll be out of jail shortly. Thank you. How about Jared Dawson?
I haven't.
Jared Dawson, count one, possession of PVP,
Judge?
1,000.
Judge?
Yes.
I don't mean to interrupt the court. Mr. Dawson wants his attorney present. I know he's spoken to his attorney. I would ask the court to reset this again.
It was, Your Honor, this was reset from yesterday already. It's, it's one thing, and I understand the court's taking a position like if it's a high-level trafficking case or...
I'll give him till tomorrow. So I'm going to give you tomorrow afternoon. You want to contact your attorney, we'll let you do that, all right?
Thank you, Judge.
Correct.
Good luck.
Bonds are 1,000, 1,100. No bond. I don't know.
Bryant?
That's going to be Wednesday PM. Okay, what about Akeem Bryant? Akeem Bryant? Sir, possession of a weapon by a convicted felon. Is he convicted felon state?
One moment. If I need the document. I need the document. Is that him? One moment,
No,
Judge.
not this. You might have wait a second.
Patrice, do you have him as a convicted felon or adjudicated delinquent?
When you go out there, tell us gotta come on out.
Okay. That's it. What do you do for work right now, Akeem Bryant? Turn that mic for me.
I cut lawn. Mr. Brandt works with his father cutting lawns. He's been doing it for the past 10 years. He's a lifetime resident of South Florida. He does not have any money in the bank or real estate. He'll be asking the mother of his child to bond him out. However, we're asking the court for release on recognizance based on the level of cooperation that he showed the police in investigating this case and bringing these charges.
So I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
There you go.
We can go through the 30
Why did I
days.
put St. Fleur to the side? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Ainsley St. Fleur? St. Fleur.
Reset for tomorrow. Wait, did we do Valadares? We need an interpreter, I think. Or do we need an interpreter for that?
No, he was the one who had the immigration lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Work called and said he doesn't do this kind of work and he's gotta do his own thing. Let me call Valadares. Is he?
Hey, Joe.
Mario Valadares?
St. Fleur?
No, I know, we're just taking on this one.
Mr. Valadares, your attorney, Mr. Work, contacted us
Stay right there.
and said that he doesn't do this kind of work. He's not a criminal lawyer. He's not a lawyer in the state of Florida. He's an immigration lawyer, though. Now, would you like me to reset this case for tomorrow afternoon and let you reach out and try to contact another attorney who does criminal defense?
One moment, Judge.
Good, the best way to do it.
Okay. All right, cool.
Can you give me, do I need an order for that?
Go ahead. Judge, he would like to reset it tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, we're gonna set Mr. Valadares tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. All right, sir, thank you. There you go. Okay, may I see Gregory Jean?
Reset. Your Honor. The state has not filed information, Your Honor. I made an offer to the defense that I'd be willing to forego. The state would be willing to forego seeking a good cause extension to the 40th day if the defendant would be willing to be placed on ROR to pretrial release at this time.
Okay, and is that understood that even if you do file it, you're not gonna bring him back into custody if he's on pretrial?
No, if he violates the conditions of pretrial, then he.
But I'm saying, if you file it before the 40th day, he's on pretrial, you're not gonna bring him back into custody?
I mean, I don't control what happens, but I would agree if he came through, it should be ROR.
Okay.
He shouldn't have to, if he does not violate any
You know,
release
get you
conditions,
cycled through,
he should
but
not
he'll
have to,
still go back out on
he should not have to post a bond again in the future as long as he doesn't
Can you
violate
make a
any
note that
release
if they do file that he's ROR, I mean,
let me put it this way.
I mean,
I'm gonna remember this.
Because you're,
I don't know where I'm gonna make that, you know what I mean?
well, yeah, I hate for him to be released. They file and then he
Then
comes
what-
back to jail.
what Mr. G needs to
He
do.
said for him to be released and
Judge.
then they file the charges and they go
Judge,
back
he
and
needs
pick
to
Greg
stay in
up.
touch
You know
with his
what he said,
attorney,
the lawyer.
the PD's office, and stay in constant
Gregory, you're gonna
contact.
be released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of jail by after dinner tonight, but tomorrow morning between 8 and noon time, you need to be back right there in downtown Fort Lauderdale. You have to report into an office. They're gonna drug test you every week and things of that nature, all right?
Thank you.
You're gonna have a drug and alcohol evaluation also. Sir, you're getting a bit of a break right now, so
Yes,
while
you
you're
are.
out,
Yes,
you
you
have
are.
to be straight. If you
Yeah.
get involved in any drugs or anything after today, you'll go back into jail, and I don't think you'll get a break like this the second time. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Judge. Thank you so much.
Oh, could you stay there just for a moment?
Okay.
Someone needs to talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah. You can move to. Yeah, and of course. Understand, and if you have anything, the negotiation, that's all covered. So you can talk to the ASA on the other case about that. And
Judge, do you still want to see Mr. St. Fleur?
Yes. St. Fleur?
Yes.
You're here for...
Morning, Judge.
Hey, driving on suspended license.
All right.
Well, it's not his first. He's got failures to appear on criminal traffic at a Miami-Dade.
He used to represent.
Who is this? Yeah, but where is he? Well, you can easily see.
Okay.
He was.
Same floor. Do you still live on Grandview Boulevard, Miramar?
Your Honor, I think he's on pretrial release right now.
For what?
Unless the case was dropped. He was arrested October 1st and he got out October 29th on PTR on a domestic violence battery.
He's telling me the case was dropped.
Okay.
He said he received a letter from my office telling him the case was
So
dropped.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck. And that is the document, yes? Call second vote.
What about David? What about Davis Marin? Do we have Davis Marin?
Right there.
I'm going to reset that.
No, I think that's him right. I think that's him right
Is that
there.
him?
Yeah.
All right. Davis Marin.
We get Davis
Do
Marin.
you speak English,
Yes.
sir?
Going outside, sir.
A little.
No, you ain't got nothing. Going outside.
So you're here for
All the time. I just
trespassing.
want to come back in.
Do we have any priors? Mr. Marin, are you working? Do you have a job?
Yes, work the store, the big mini.
Okay. Do you have any money in the bank?
The arrested, the problem, the next guy, no, I like the Spanish races.
Can you call a Spanish interpreter?
Okay,
Thank you.
siéntate ahí.
She said the arrested officer no like to come back.
Michael Jackson. I couldn't tell. What?
Okay. Kifa, do you know which ones have been? Can you tell me which ones have been filed? Do you want to go down the felony?
Sure.
Start with Jesse Cooper. Hold on one moment.
Has
Okay, may I see
You know
the
what?
following
My
people?
guess is-
Jesse Cooper. Jesse Cooper.
Conti.
Cooper. Where's Cooper?
He's coming. Right here, sir.
Cooper, today's the 33rd day. I see they filed a formal charge on you. State versus Jesse Lawrence Cooper. 3 counts of dealing in stolen property, 1 count of grand theft. I'm going to deny the motion to release your ROR today. Thank you. Okay, the following people will be released on their own recognizance. You can leave the courtroom when I call out your name. The following people will be released ROR when you can leave the courtroom. Sean Childers, ROR. Gerald Hackett, ROR. Keisha Harp, ROR. Richard Ortiz, ROR. Angela Frase, ROR. Michael Van Vorst, ROR. Now, I need to talk to Jason Block. Where's Jason Block? Let me see Jason Block real quick.
In jail.
Mr. Block, just a quick moment here, sir. So you've been in jail a few days. How come you haven't bonded out yet, sir?
My parents went away, sir. My mom is I'm sorry, I had a stroke. My mom's Jewish from New York. She won't bond me out. And I don't have any more family, sir.
You mean if your mother's Jewish from New York? We have a Jewish prosecutor. Is there any truth to that, sir?
My mom's an Orthodox Jew. She's like pretty bad.
Well, Mr. Linder says some Jewish people will post bonds.
I'm sure.
Thanks. I've been trying, sir. And USN DS2, sir?
Judge.
DS2?
You have an order to send him over to Veterans Court, ma'am? You have an order I can send over there? So I'm going to send you over to see Judge Merrigan over in Veterans Court, all right?
Judge, Veterans Court only occurs on Mondays. He's already been in for about a week, from what I understand. Any chance we can get him released pre-trial or something?
I've
while
been
we're
told he
waiting to
has
see
no
Judge Merrigan?
I've been told by pretrial he has no permanent address, and so
I do, sir. The VA just gave me an apartment, sir.
Okay, well,
The VA, I just got an apartment, sir. Please, sir. I've never missed court, sir.
That's not
Ever.
the issue. Not the issue is whether you've ever missed court. I'm concerned you're out floating around when
No, I live right here, sir. The VA just gave me an apartment on Johnson and 19th Street, sir.
Yes, sir.
I swear, the day I got arrested, Wednesday. I've never been, I haven't, sir. I'm asking you, sir, please. I've been doing the right thing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
They doing a second look.
May I see our Spanish interpreter, please?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Correct. May I see Davis Marin? Ma'am, do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Spanish, Spanish to English truthfully and to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do. Astrid Mary, Spanish interpreter.
Davis Marin?
What is the last name, Judge? I didn't.
Marin. Davis Marin.
He's president of the main judge. Mr. Block is wondering if the court would consider lowering his bond. He's saying he's got $500 in his property.
I'm gonna leave the bond where it is. Thank you. How about Davis Marin? Sir,
Main jail.
You've been charged with trespassing.
Sí, se le está acusando de haber traspasado.
The police say that you have become a big problem
La policía dijo que usted se hizo un gran problema
due to being intoxicated, threatening customers.
debido a que usted estaba bastante borracho y también que usted estaba amenazando a clientes.
The police say it's an ongoing problem in Davie.
La policía dice que es un problema continuo en David.
Does he have a...
No, fíjate.
Oh, one moment, Your Honor.
Sí, mire, yo siempre paso, pero él no quiere que yo pase en el SAI. Yo no paso ofendiendo a nadie.
Okay, I always trespass, but I don't offend, I don't insult anybody.
Es que
Well, the problem
el
is the trespassing. You're not
muchacho de
supposed
por
to
sí no se
trespass.
lleva
Señor,
conmigo.
el problema es que usted está traspasando y usted no está supuesto a traspasar.
Cosa de lo que no es mío no me gusta tocar, lo que es mío es mío.
What is mine is mine, I accept. What is not mine, I don't like to accept.
There might have been...
Sí, lo que él no quiere que yo pase yo en el SAI de la
Un
puerta
momento.
de la
There might
lavandería,
have been
del laundry.
undocumented instances, but as far as his
Eso es
record,
lo único que
he
él no
had
quiere.
a resisting without violence from 2013. There was a
Y que no me siente al
there was a
frente
disorderly
del árbol.
intoxication
Hay un
attached that
árbol
was
al
dropped.
frente.
Okay, I'm going to set his bond at 100. I'm going to send him
Y
to
por
Judge
eso ese es
Montgomery.
el que no le gusta a él. De por sí él no se lleva conmigo.
Okay.
Y si
Thank
el
you,
que no
sir.
está
Gracias,
lavando,
señor.
que no.
Su fianza es de $100. Gracias.
Ok, gracias.
Okay. So, now let's go to, you want to make an announcement for Spanish, ma'am?
Yes, Judge. ¿Alguien necesita los servicios del intérprete en español? ¿Alguien necesita los servicios del intérprete en español?
No takers at the main.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Bye, Judge. Thank you.
Nice day.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, let's go over there. Okay, who do we have here?
Judge, this is Mr. Slayton. He's here on a DUI. He's been in jail for about a week. Can't afford to post the bond. Wondering if the court would consider pre-trial.
Marvin Slayton.
No, that...
Sorry.
Said level 2 GPS also.
Yeah, he's wondering if we can get that taken off as well. Without work.
Somebody tell you about that?
I'll check that out right now.
I thought.
What's his last name? Oh,
Judge, do you want to hear about Mr. Slayton's family situation?
Go ahead.
How you doing? How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine.
I just started a job at Tony D's restaurant, dishwashing, and my family, they really need me. I take care of 4 kids, and they're about to get kicked out and everything. So I got the money in it. I got the money for that to be able to help them out. And I was wondering if you can be able to put me on regular pretrial, and just so I can keep my job and continue to take care of my family. That's the most important that I'm trying to do right now.
Understand. I'm going to do my best to get you out of here. Go ahead.
he just pled out possession in PvP on May 19th of this year to 210 days. He criminal mischief, he pled out May 18th of this year. 2 counts of assault last year. Disorderly conduct and trespass last year. PvP 150 days last year. Marijuana 2013. Attempted strong arm robbery 2011 with the VOP. Resisting without violence, disorderly intoxication 09. Burglary of a conveyance 2008.
Sir, I done been to drugs rehab, and I've been in a homeless situation, but I have been blessed and changed my life from all those
I understand,
things.
but now it looks like you're getting intoxicated and running into things. So I'm going to let you go see your trial judge. Thank you.
Is there any way they can just take the monitor off and let me get regular pretrial and I still bond out?
I don't understand. If you can post the bond, then what's the...
I know. You know what? I'll I mean, you're gonna be out of jail either way. I don't, you know.
That
I really
doesn't-
need. I'm trying to. I really need.
I'll take the monitor off.
Thanks, Judge.
Yeah.
All right.
Marvin Slayton? No, he's not gonna be on pretrial.
Oh, no pre-trial?
Yeah, no pretrial. Slid and Vaughn. All right. Okay, who do we have here?
Judge, this is Jariah Cross. Been in here apparently since the 27th of November. He's on a DUI. Can't afford the bond.
What's his last name?
Cross?
Cross?
Yes, sir.
Let me see
I don't
that.
see him on the document.
I don't see him on the... Hold on. Oh boy, oh boy. Hold on one moment. Let me look. I don't have it here. Do you have a case number on him? Does anybody have a case number on this?
I don't have anything on him. I didn't.
What's the defendant's last name?
Jariah Cross, Judge.
How do you spell your first name, sir?
Juriah.
Okay. So we had a prior 2011 domestic violence. Got an open DUI. Charge of DUI property damage. Okay. All right, so. Mr. Cross, how come you haven't bonded out?
I can't afford it right now, sir.
Do you have family down here in South Florida?
I do, but they can't afford it right now either.
What have a case number on it?
The people that I have that are down here, they're retired. We're on disability.
18032. Jim,
All right. Thanks. Thanks, Dan. I
Cross,
appreciate
I'm
it.
not going to take any action. I can't pull your file down. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to ask to reset this tomorrow. Reset Cross for tomorrow.
All right.
Cross for Wednesday, PM. Okay, who do you have there?
Judge, this is Troy Jethro here on a battery charge. Been here since the 27th, I believe. Mr. Jethro lives in Brevard County, where he owns a lawn service business with two partners.
Complete yard tree detailing.
I don't know if you're going to have a copy there, Judge. Sheila, do you have a copy of the report for this case? Sheila?
Sheila, do you have the
Okay,
file on
good.
this?
Yes.
Thank you.
Much.
Says a woman who's the alleged victim says that he's the friend, but he has nowhere to stay. She advised that when she got out of bed, once closed the door, Troy stepped between her and the door, pushed her, chest knocked her to the ground. She landed. She had pain on her back. Allegedly, this defendant said that if she called the police, he would find her and kill her. Said he's been to prison, not afraid to go back. There's a witness. Corroborated the story. Okay, sir, I'm gonna let this go to your division judge based on the facts of the case. Thank you. Figure it out over there. There you go.
Clears us at the main. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. May I see Clarence Henderson? Did we do that already?
No.
Clarence Henderson?
North Broward. Yes, sir, Judge Hurley.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Henderson?
All right, sir.
No, he wants to know. I think he wants to know how long since the last time he was in. His last arrest, Your Honor, was October 21st, and he got time served on a capious or open container. It's been about a month.
All right, sir. I'm going to send this to your division judge, all right?
Ain't a way we can handle this
Not,
today, Judge
not
Hurley.
today. I'm going to let it go to your division judge, all right?
Well, how long will that be, sir?
Maybe a few days, all right?
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patrice.
All right. So we did, Jeff. Okay, what about to division? How about Manuel Canchola?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hi, sir. DUI. How come you haven't bonded out of the jail, Mr. Canchola?
I'm driving. I'm drinking.
No.
Driving licking.
Why are you still in the jail? Why haven't you paid the money to get out of jail?
By my boss. I'll pay.
He's Judge, he's already pled out 3 traffic violations, traffic criminal offenses this year.
What are they?
One was a 2014 unlawful use of false name ID with a no valid DL. Another was a 2011 no valid DL. And the third was a DWLS that he pled them all out on April 15th of this year.
Does he have a valid DL?
I'm guessing no. I mean, the court found PC on count 3, so I'm guessing no.
So I'm going to let you go see your trial judge. You'll see your judge in the next week or so. Thank you. What about Sabarajit Babahu?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, DUI. Sir, how come you've not bonded out of the jail yet?
Okay.
How come you're not following yourself?
Your Honor, I tried to get hold of my people there, which I don't have the number with me. Was in my wake up. Yeah, was in my cellular phone, and I tried call to my family. Nobody respond. That's the reason why I'm here, and I have the money.
Judge, can I remember him from over the weekend, Saturday. I was doing magistrate. He does. Don't you live with your brother in Pembroke Pines?
Yes.
Do you remember the address?
Yes, Myanmar Parkway 128. Myanmar Parkway.
B-U-B-H-O-O. Do you have that there? Bubho? Let me take a look here. Sir, how long have you lived here in South Florida?
Your Honor, close to 2 years, sir.
Excuse me? 2 years?
Close to 2 years.
Okay, let me look here. Do you still live on Southwest 128th Ave?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to release him on his own recognizance, all right? Thank you. Sir, remember, Mr. Bubbo, you only have 10 days. You only have 10 days from November 27th to get a temporary driving permit at the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Your Honor, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You have to go out there probably tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you so much. God bless you.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
Is there anyone else we've not called? Is there anyone else we have not called? If you haven't called your name,
Yes, we have one more.
Who's that?
Come
Come
here,
on
sir.
up.
Come here, sir. What's your name?
What's your name, sir?
Michael Hess.
Michael Hess?
Didn't make it.
I did see it.
It's not on the docket.
The charges on Slater is wrong. Which one? For my retainer? Because one is DUI with property damage.
Hess, you're charged with theft. How come you haven't bonded out yet?
I have no family here and I have no personal money.
Well, how long have you lived down here in South Florida, sir?
I've lived in Broward for 40 years, Your Honor.
And you could not, how much is your bond?
My bond's $100, Your Honor.
You couldn't find anyone to bond you out of jail for $100?
My family doesn't live down here and I don't have phone numbers. And if I did have phone numbers, they're all cell phones.
Second theft committed this year would be. It looks like the theft he pled out in March of this year violated his probation on the 2013 grand theft that he got 180 days on.
Your grand theft, this year petty theft, and now another theft, stealing electronics from Target. Go ahead, what do you want to say?
I've never missed a court appointment or a probation appointment my whole life. I've turned myself in immediately for a warrant. I'm not that kind of person. I've made bad decisions, but I'm very responsible.
I understand. Okay, sir, your bond's going to remain where it is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, no Broward. No Broward.
Go ahead.
That's at about 1 o'clock.
Richard Crump.
Crump?
I took it down to her.
Anna, any update?
Is it in felony?
Crump, it looks like your bond was posted, all right?
Here's what we're gonna do. Worst case scenario.
Lee, hold on. Crump. You know that?
Do me a favor.
That's right, he did
Though,
say that.
please don't let this go either, because I must have told her several times. Please make sure this gets
11
brought
North
over.
Andrews Avenue.
Me.
Okay, let me look. Defendant Crump walking on the driver's side of idling vehicles. This is at Broward Boulevard and Andrews Avenue. Let me look.
Worst case scenario, we can have you just print out another copy. So we just sign it tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm saying worst case scenario. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Mr. Crump.
Okay.
You're bonded out.
All right.
From what I understand, somebody's put up your bond. But let me remind you, Mr. Crump, you're not allowed to, see now, I don't know. It says here, once I get out, I'm gonna get a shotgun and I don't know what the bond, it was set by someone else, but. Crump, you're not allowed to panhandle in traffic in the city of Fort Lauderdale. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 8:30. We're out from 2:35. Thank you.